How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! Is it bugging out already? It's bugging out already. Let me fix it. Right. There we go. How's everyone doing? Saturday night. And I feel all right. We got a little blast from the past today. For those that missed the stream yesterday, you missed the unboxing, you missed the fun. On today's live stream, we are building a Voron. What Voron? The Voron. We are building a Voron, because at the time that this came out, it was just Voron. There was just the Voron. Now we refer to it as the V1.0 because it was the first. But yeah, we have a VK kit, a Voron kit, an official Voron kit. It is built, assembled, packed, produced in the same manner to basically mimic the original kit. So if you happen to be on the Voron subreddit 6 years ago and you bought one of the original 18 Voron kits, this is what you got. So we unboxed it all yesterday. If you missed the unboxing, go watch the end of yesterday's stream. We unboxed it there. Now, obviously, there's been some minor tweaks and updates. A few extra screws, heat sets instead of hex nuts because it is current year. And we've got PTFE wiring. But for the most part, what we're building today is an original Voron. Yeah, so this is VK20. It's on the box here, which is filling up with garbage. But this is Voron kit number 20. Steve has 19. So if you want to watch this with Steve, if Steve's more your pace, he's building one too tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to try and do it in one or break it up. We'll see. He'll see. I don't know. Is there a link to the BOM, STLs, and manual? If you go on the Voron GitHub and go to the V1 repository and you can select the different versions of the V1, you can go all the way back to V1.0. My water is warm. So yeah, we are building a V1.0. Quick little note though, for those that haven't been on my Twitter, follow me on Twitter at 3DPNero. Helmet's done. So I got the visor. I installed it last night at 1 in the morning because that's when you do that kind of thing. But the Mando helmet is pretty much done. Some foam in it already. I gotta play around with that still. Now I just gotta do the rest of the armor. Is what it is. Mad Shammy gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. So, without delay, let's get to it. I haven't done any prep work other than unbox it. I did take, though, all the LMU bearings out of their bags, and I did run them through my ultrasonic with some ISO just to clean them up, because I think some of these are original from like 2016. So we're gonna have to pack them with grease when we get to that point. But got some super lube here, which was the original spec. But we'll do that when we get to that. So yeah, so we are building a Voron. Let's get to it. How long will this take? I have no idea. This is not as complicated as some of the current builds, put it that way. So put that there. Hold the cam kind of right about there. Wow, that white balance is totally off, but whatever. Where'd I get the kit from? This came from RCF himself. This was born out of a discussion that took place at Murph with alcohol involved. And for those that remember, like for a while, and I still have it, I'm trying to find an original Ultimaker kit. The wooden Ultimaker kit, like the original OG Ultimaker, original. And I'm looking for an unassembled kit. A lot of people are like, oh, hey, here's one. And they send me a link and it's a built one that's like all warped and shit. No, I'm looking for an unassembled kit. I want to build it on stream. But that kind of subject came up at some point. And I'm like, I would love to build an original Voron. And he's like, oh, I might have a few parts kicking around left over from the original order of kits. And sure enough, there were some parts left over, so a little bit of ordering later. Extruder being very confused on why somebody is ordering chimeras in this day and age, but it is what it is. Hello from the EU. Hello. So yes, so this, to my knowledge too, this is the only that was the only documented unboxing of a Voron kit. There were some pictures in an Imager album, but nobody ever recorded unboxing a Voron kit, and nobody ever recorded building a V1.0, as far as we know. So this is it. Let's get started. So I do have the manual. The manual has been updated. There's been some minor updates to the manual, so it is actually current revision, revision 1H. Warning! You're assembling a 3D printer. That means you're constructing an automated machine that pushes melted plastic out of a heated nozzle onto a heated slab of aluminum. Both the nozzle and the heat bed can easily burn you. This machine, as all other 3D printers, runs on electricity, which can harm or kill you if not handled properly. There are also a lot of moving parts when the printer is operating, so treat this as a machine and keep your body parts outside of the frame perimeter during operation. Please be careful. It's a little bit different from our current warning. Follow the instructions and don't skip steps. Their order is outlined here for good reason. Taking shortcuts will most likely mean disassembling something later. If you run into insurmountable issues, the Voron subreddit community, which is now pretty much just serial numbers, and our Discord, so when this was originally written, there wasn't a Discord, so that part's updated. DFH gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers! Yeah, it seems to run on some sort of electricity. Magic pixies in the wall. Section A, prep, greasing the bearings. We'll grease the bearings when we get to when we need the bearings. Linear bearings usually come covered in thin oil. This oil is intended for transport only and should not be used as the only means of lubrication. You'll need to pack linear bearings with grease. I'll get to that one. I'll show you how to do it properly when we get to that. The frame. So we got that. We've got open builds. No Misumi here. No Misumi corner cubes here. No blind joints. We got ourselves straight up open builds corner cubes. Oh, these are gonna be fun. So we got that. And I'm going to need M5 16s. This is the hardware kit. It all comes together in one bag because that's how it was done back in the day. So I do have some springs here and the gummies. We'll put those aside. I really wish I had something to put all this in. Let me go digging for a second here. Because I do have... I gotta put all this in something. Bin of screws that I will sort one day. I promise you, I will sort one day. Go in there to go forever underneath the cabinet that I will never see again. Go. One day you'll get sorted. I still have parts in here from when Tallboy was a V1.0. So shows you how long it's been since that bin's been sorted. Sam C, $10. Cheer. Thanks for all the work you do. I just bought an LDO 2.4 kit. Looking forward to the build. Still, process print. Don't worry. By the time the kit shows up, you'll have everything printed. Okay, let's just throw it all in there. So yeah, there's your kit. So, unlike now, where all the kits come with everything all nice and organized, no, back in ye olde times, this is what you got. There's all your screws. There's all your hardware. Start building. There. Okay. I'm going to need this. I wish I knew where my little scale went. got one in my garage, but I'll grab it later. Okay, items needed. Aluminum extrusions, corner cubes, M516s. I don't know how many, but I'm assuming these are them. Yep. Pre-assemble the 8 extrusions, attaching corner cube on one end. Use the M516 screws to do this. Tighten them slightly. Turn back quarter turn so it can rotate. Repeat until you have all the corners attached. So we build 2 squares, and then we build it into a frame. So, fun fact, with the original kits, and again, there are some minor differences between the originals and these ones. Some creature comfort stuff. The originals did not use tapped extrusions. The original spec, if I'm not mistaken, used 1/4 inch self-tapping screws to hold the frame together. Yeah, RCF didn't want to torture us. So now we have Misumi pre-tapped M5. And these are all pre-tapped from Misumi. Ooh, they even blew out all the chips. Good job. And all the extrusions are the same. There's no bed extrusions, and the frame is a perfect cube. So this is literally build a cube. So the closest, this will be eventually converted into a legacy, so I can actually use it as a practical printer. The back's one quick G code built in, hence a handy screw measuring device. Cool. I have rulers and scales. I don't need a printed device. I have actual proper measuring tools. Okay. So how do these work? Because these have 3 big holes and 3 small holes. So I guess I gotta organize, like, have the holes. Okay, so we'll have hole up. Okay, so hole up. Let's get a bunch of these M516s together. And the legacy being closed, it can be. Yes. The difference is, the only thing with the legacy is you need a top hat to fully enclose it. Plus, the legacy has things like proper belt tensioning and whatnot. But we're going to run this stock for a bit. But it will eventually get upgraded to a legacy at whatever point I run out of content and I need a build to fill up a couple weeks. That's pretty much the plan. So hopefully not for a while, but it will be converted to a legacy at some point. When? I don't know. And I don't even know for sure. That's just kind of the current plan, because I do want to build a legacy at one point. So why not do what it was intended for? The legacy is meant to be a 1.6 upgrade, and 1.6 is a 1.5 upgrade, a 1.5 is a 1.25 upgrade, and a 1.25 is a 1.0 upgrade. So big holes are for passing. Yeah, so for those that have never seen these before, the way these work, let's go to overhead. They're not like the Misumi cubes that have little indexing to prevent anti-rotation and whatnot. They're just straight up cubes. These are much simpler. These are the open build cubes. So you got 3 small holes, and then on the other side, you got 1, 2, 3 big holes. So when you're putting your frame together, you got to make sure you have the holes orientated in the right way to match up with the rest of the frame. And I am going to use the Allen keys that came with the kit, because I might as well. Hopefully they tap these deep enough, or we're going to have a bad time. We're good. So I'm just going to leave them loose for now, and then we'll snug them all up after. Put a clipper on it. That's basically the plan. So the current plan is to run it stock hardware and see how upgrading just the firmware. So currently, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to be playing with Marlin 1.0. Yes, that's right, Marlin 1.0. And then the next plan will be, so upgrade that to Clipper. So add a Raspberry Pi, keep the exact same hardware, ramps and DRVs and all, and upgrade it to Clipper. And then see what we can do. And then, well, actually, I might upgrade to the latest Actually, no, I don't want to compile Marlin. Fuck that. So, yeah, we'll just go right to Clipper. Because, let's be honest, it's current year. And it's a ramps. So we'll put Marlin on it, or Clipper on it, see how fast it goes. And then, maybe we'll swap out the hot end and the extruders. And if there being a limiting factor, try something else. I mean, technically, we could go through the whole build series and build a 2.5, a 1.5, a 1.6. We're not going to, but we technically could. Don't upgrade it. So, I don't feel as bad about upgrading it because I'm pretty sure Steve said he has no plans on upgrading his. So there will be at least one unupgraded one. So. And I do want to build a legacy, and this would be the easiest thing because I could reuse all the hardware pretty much. So unless somebody comes out with a legacy kit in the future, this probably will get upgraded at some point. Are the corner cubes plastic? No, they're aluminum. They are aluminium. Well, the problem is it's not tossing money. It's nobody actually makes a legacy kit right now. They're not a thing as far as I'm aware. But nobody makes a legacy kit. I haven't seen one. Or actually, no, I've seen one, but they don't want to send me one. I've already reached out. And it's a bomb in a box kit, so. Actually, there is a legacy kit, yeah. For a while, nobody was making one. I just want to hear this thing sing. I can't wait to hear Marlin and DRVs humming for the first time in this room. Actually, no, I've never had DRVs running in this room. But I can't wait for that to go. I still use my V1.8. I got a V1.8 right there. Works just fine. V1.8 is fine. Okay. So, luckily, this fits fully on my bench here. So we can square this up. So obviously, we got the little shimmy shimmy action here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Actually, let me do the outside, because then I can square everything up. There we go. Get some A4988s. I have a whole bunch of them. I probably got like a dozen A4988s just collecting dust right now. So I honestly could probably easily swap them to A4988s. But I've been told these DRVs are tuned for the machine, so they should be good. Wow, that's way out. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, that's not right. That ain't gonna work. One second. Maybe I should do the inside corner. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. You know what? Let's try this way. Done this way a few times and it works pretty good. Yeah, that should work pretty good. Okay, how does the print compare to the Under 3 Neo? I'm guessing is good because it's half the voltage. What? I have no idea. Like, honestly, I don't really care about Enders. They're all the same. You could say Ender and a bunch of random numbers after it, and I probably couldn't tell the difference between them. There we go. So, sits flat, and it is not square. Not square. Why aren't you square? What corner is it? These Masumi cuts are not that square. Or it could be the corner cubes themselves. It's sitting flat, but it's not square. And I'm wondering if it's the cubes. If you're curious, an easy way to find out too, measure corner to corner. So this one is 22 3/4. And this is 22 and almost 23. Did I mess up? Are the frame? No, the extrusions are all the same size. Yeah, the extrusions got to be all the same size. Yeah, all these are the same. Why is it out that much? Everything is flush. Oh, this corner's out. This one right here. This corner. Yeah, any sort of square will help a lot with this build. Loosen that corner up. This one. Two 3/4. No, it's still out. Yeah, another reason. Yeah, this is like one of the problems with the old design is these cubes are a pain in the butt. tell me I don't have a bad extrusion. No, the extrusions are all good. So yeah, it's just out of square. So then where is it out? Yeah, everything's out in a certain amount. It's like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to play with this. This is gonna be fun. Okay, well, let's get the other one built and then we'll see if the other one's any different. Because the thing is, you have to remember, on this machine, a lot of it's just hanging off the frame. So there's room to adjust alignment in the actual parts that move. So if your part isn't perfectly lined up, you can fix it by moving the printed parts and how stuff melt. Because this is just a frame to hang everything on. So if you're not perfect, you want to get it as perfect as you can, obviously. But there's wiggle room when it comes to the way you like square everything up with the actual assembly of the motion system. So. Most likely in the extrusions. They feel smooth. I don't see any chips or anything. Like there's a itty bitty burr, but that shouldn't be too bad because that'll just get squished flat when you tighten the screws. Yeah. Fix it in post. In fact, you can get 3. Yeah, the Sumi pricing is kind of funky when it comes to the extrusion sometimes. But as somebody who has cut their own frame and tapped all their holes for a build in the past, I'm gonna pay somebody to do it in the future. Ends cut square. They're Masumi, so they should be. Or within a tolerance that will be acceptable for our use case. There. Oh, it would help if I attached it first. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, here's the thing. If the corner isn't exactly perfectly flush, okay? If it's not perfectly square, which this one is, I don't have the equipment here to fix it. There's no way you could fix it with a hacksaw. You need something to rigid mount it, square it up to a cutting surface, like a grinder or a mill, and then cut it. to square it up. And that's if you have enough stock to square it up where it remains the same length, like the spec length. Now, yeah, you could, you know, like blue bar it with a file and do it like a Neanderthal. You could shim it if you really had to, which I don't have shim stock on me. So this is one of those cases where you get it as good as you can get it. And that's it. Print them. No, because that's not the right way to do it. Dialed in my miter saw. I don't have a miter saw, so I can't do that. I had one, not anymore. Weld it. I don't have a welder. Be nice if I had a welder. I would love to have a welder. Maybe we can get AliExpress to send me a welder. Let's do one corner at a time. Nero builds a welder on Wish. Well, that if I get a welder, it'll be after I do all the garage stuff, because I got to get 240 in the garage, because me being in North America, my walls are 110, and if I'm getting a welder, I want 240. And also, I don't really trust those welders done too much, so... we found our problem. I haven't been pushing down on them, so I think the that might do it. It sits flat. The beard is helping. No, there's like... Okay, so here's the thing with aluminum extrusions. What do I say about aluminum extrusions? They are not a precision motion system. They could be bowed. They could be twisted. They are not a precision motion system. That's why I don't like V-wheel bed flingers. See, this one's square. So this one is square within like... Right in the middle. Right there. Yeah, this one I'm happy with. This one's within like a millimeter. So this one's fine. Except for I did that cube backwards. Damn it. Okay, let's do this again. So that's probably what I did. I probably had one of the extrusions may have been bowed, so when I screwed the corner together, it's not like flush down. Ball screws are precision. Ball screws are precision. Aluminum extrusions are not. They are not at all. Who recreated this kit? RCF. So it is an original kit. This is a Voron kit. How does a ball screw work? Very carefully. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this one's good. Now let's go back to the other one and see if we can figure out where the frick is. This corner. Honestly, probably the most annoying part of the VK build is the frame, because this is one of the reasons we went to the current setup, was you don't have to deal with any of this. The side of an extrusion is flat for the most part, and if you get it cut from a good vendor, the end is flat, so you just screw them together. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. None of this cube stuff. Because while the Misumi corner cubes are good, I like the Misumi corner cubes. I have them on 2 of my builds. They also add $40 to your build, because you need 8 of them and they're $5 each. So while they are nice, and I do like them, they get pricey. Yeah, so this is out, what is it, a 16th? Is that what it is in inches? A 16th? Is that what one of those hash marks is on the old inch? The thing is, I use inch, right? I'm from southern Canada. I got Yankee Doodle land is like 30-minute drive from my house, and I worked in the trade where all our machines are in inches. But I use thou. I use thousandths of an inch, so it's 1 inch 400 thou. So when it comes to the fractions of inch, I have no freaking clue what they are. I don't. No comprende. Might as well be speaking jive. But always take the time to make sure your frame is square, because if your frame isn't square, you're just starting yourself on the bad foot. Yeah, this is out like an 1/8 of an inch. How is this out an 1/8 of an inch? What is causing this? Because I'm looking at them, and I don't see anything that's like glaringly obvious, because an 1/8 of an inch is quite a bit. So then, what is the problem? What is the problem? So we're going to do a little trick. I've done this a couple times, and it's hit and miss if it works. But what I do is I loosen all the corners. Because that one's fine. The other one's fine. The other one's within like a millimeter. If you're within a millimeter, you're fine. Undo one corner. Well, what I do is I undo all the corners and I spin all the extrusions 180. Just in case there's like a little piece of something, or there's like one extrusion's not quite cut square or something. I've done this in the past and it's worked. So all I do is I loosen all the extrusions and I rotate them 180. And then I put it all back together. I've done this in the past and it's worked. So it's one of those, like, I don't know if it's like an old wives' tales thing. I can't remember who told me to try it. But on one of my builds back in the day, somebody suggested it and it worked. So I kind of do it every now and then. I run into an issue with this. And it sometimes works. This extrusion is not cut straight. I think that extrusion. Make a little mark there just to keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's these dang corner cubes. You can see when you tighten it up, it does like a... So I don't know if it's an issue with the corner cube or the extrusion. And unfortunately, I don't have spares of the corner cubes. Clamps would help. Probably not. Actually, in this case. I really don't like this. I don't like how this is feeling. I really don't like these cubes. Again, there's a reason we don't use these cubes anymore. Can I change the orientation? Not really, because they have to... The cubes aren't symmetrical. They have to go a certain way, because there's 3 big holes, 3 little holes. So the cubes have to go a certain way. But what we're going to do is whatever the better one is will be the top, essentially. Because that's where the gantry is. The bottom one just holds the bed. Like 4 extrusions for the bed Zed, and you can move them around to square it up. So if the bottom's out, it's actually not that big of a deal. It's just got to be good enough. Like the top one's fine. So we'll just use this one as the bottom one, I guess. Let's see. There we go. In a quarter. 23 7/8. Yeah, it's still out a quarter or 1/8 of an inch. How is it out 1/8 of an inch? Okay, so we got, what do we got? 16 and a quarter. A little under 16 and, or no, that's 16 and a quarter. Okay, this one's a little over 16 and a quarter. This extrusion's a little long, I think. No, dang it, it's hard to say. I'm using a tape measure. It's not the most precise instrument in the world. I got a scale, but they're all measuring roughly within. So why the hell are we getting out that much? Why is it 1/8 of an inch out? Like, stack the two frames and compare. I'm about to, actually. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, 22 and 3/4. And 22 and a little under 7/8. Then how the hell is it out that much? Hey, you can see it right here. Like it's. Okay, this side's fine. This side's fine. This side's fine. This side's low. So this extrusion's too long. This extrusion's too long. That's what it is. This one extrusion right here is too long. By what is that? 75 thou? I don't know if you can see it, but this one extrusion is ever so slightly, this one right here is ever so slightly too long. I've never seen, that is, gosh darn Masumi. You're misscrewing me. So, how do I fix this easily? That is flush. That is pretty much flush. I don't know which one's a good one anymore. I think this is a bad one. This one's ever so slightly out. Let's try this again. Okay, so that is flush. Okay. This one's a little high. Is this the one you marked? I haven't even looked yet. Just trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so that's good. That's good. And there's the one that's too long. Again. Now, is it the one I marked? I don't know if it's the one I marked. So what I'm thinking, because it isn't much. It's not much. It's, I could tell you right here. You want to know how much it's out? Uh, 0.4 millimeters. Yeah, it's like 0.4 mil. I can live with that. I don't know about you, I can live with 0.4 mil. It's a little bit better. It looked a lot worse earlier. Yeah, that's better now. That is much better now. Check the other one again. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. It's within margin of error. Put it that way, folks. Okay. Check my verticals. They're good. Just use other extrusions. I don't have other extrusions. I could go back to the extrusion tree in my backyard and chop some down and come to size, but like that would take the rest of the stream, unfortunately. And as a wise man once said, ain't nobody have time for that. Actually, it was a wise woman once said that. Over there so it doesn't fall over on me. Extrusion tree needs to grow a few more months before you can harvest it. Am I missing something? No. Not using printed extrusions in 2022. Well, if you print them at a peak, you might be okay, I think. How do they work? They're plastic. Like, you know, technically on paper, theoretically, depending on the forces you're putting on the printer, they will work, but are they optimal? No. Printed extrusions. LDO Motors, 1999. Cheers, Jason. Now, also remember though, people used to build printers out of plywood back in the day. So there's not a lot of forces on a 3D printer. So yeah, you can build a printer using printed extrusions. It'll work. It'll print. But you'll probably hit the limits of of what the hardware is capable relatively quickly. Cocoa Press is here? Where's Cocoa Press? I want some chocolate. Hello. I don't want chocolate. I haven't had sweets in, oh my god. It's freaking diet. You know what I had for lunch today, guys? A single burger with nothing on it. That's it. I didn't even have breakfast. And then, guess what I had for dinner? Chicken, rice, broccoli. It sucks. How's the build going? We're just, you know, being hip and squaring up the frame. And then we're going to put some stuff on the frame and then hook up some wires and the printer will do the printer things. But we're going back to the fact that, you know, this frame is, well, this printer is a 6-year-old design, and I'm giving the youngins a class on why we don't do things the way we used to do things. So in this case, it's open builds corner cubes and why we don't use them anymore. Need to find 2 more of these screws now. I can't see them because the problem is that the tin's reflective. 2 and 3. There's 1. Don't tell me RCF cheaped out on a screw. Oh no. I'll have to dig into my stash of like $1 million because I'm too lazy to keep looking. Ooh, a silver one. That's the thing, like, I have all the screws that I would need to build this on hand already. Return the kit. I want my money back! Oh, wait, I didn't pay for it. Seems more easy with blind joints? No! Okay, here's the thing. Proper corner cubes. Misumi corner cubes. Yes. I really like Misumi corner cubes. The thing is, with blind joints, you save 40 bucks and they work just as good. They might be a little bit more finicky, but you save 40 bucks and they work just as good. These are the open build corner cubes. The problem with them is they are not built to the same build quality as Misumi corner cubes. And they don't have the anti-rotation indexing tabs. So it ain't the same. Like, I have Misumi cubes on 2 of my builds. I love them. But they don't make sense cost-wise, put it that way. Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, now nothing's square. Why aren't you square? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. One's good. One's good. One's good. Yeah. Which way was the original way we had this? Yeah, that's square. Okay. That is out. How much? Not much. Which way are we going again? That's square. So let's try that. Okay, these are square. So this side and this side are square. Okay. So let me put a little piece of tape on the two sides we know are square and sit flat. So we know this side is good. We know this side's good. The extrusion I marked. I don't know what side. There's 4 sides to each extrusions, and I have 16 extrusions here. So, or 4, 8, 12 extrusions here. That's a lot of sides. We'll figure it out later. Okay. Okay, so something is out here. Which one is it? Which one is it? This one. I have to do my use the beard to push down while I tighten the screw. There we go. Okay, and it's this one. Now it's even worse. What the hell? It's this extrusion. Is this printer frame Cuban? I'm pretty sure some of these cubes themselves are out, because like you know what, this doesn't even matter. As long as this and this sit flat, it doesn't matter on the side, because nothing even sits on the sides on this machine. Yeah, good enough. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nothing matters. These don't matter. Because they don't matter. Because nothing literally sits on the sides. It's not like a V2 where you have rails riding on the verticals. There is literally nothing on the verticals on this machine. There's printed parts between them, but you can adjust them. And you got the screen. So it doesn't matter. So how much is it out? How are these out that much? Oh my god. It's because, you know why? It's because this, either the cubes are out or the, like, stuff is out. Because I'm seeing a lot of air gaps when I should not be seeing air gaps. Oh well. Jason, 9.99, cheers. LDO Trident Cube Kit is starting to ship resellers last week. Time to bring back to print life after summer break. There we go. The screen may be cocky. Yeah, the screen might be a little on an angle. We'll worry about the screen after. Okay. Yeah, I don't trust these. It's the corner cubes. Honestly, I'm paranoid about these corner cubes. I just don't trust them at all. I just don't trust these corner cubes at all. They're just so... Ugh. It's the old way of doing it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because... Yeah, I don't like these cubes. I do not like these cubes. I don't trust them. Yeah, in fact, I can't even force that to line up. Tighten everything up, whatever. The hypercube. What did you miss? Squaring a frame up the old way, which sucks. And I'm glad we don't do it this way anymore. Steve, if you're here, hope you're taking notes. Yeah, I'm seeing air gaps in here. So I don't know if the cubes aren't square or if the extrusions aren't square. Like, I don't bloody know. But the fact I'm seeing air gaps and it's sitting flush means something, the cubes or the squares aren't out, or something's out. Something's out. But here's a good example on how you square up a frame when you don't have perfect extrusions. You just kind of keep fiddling with it until you kind of get it. And eventually you'll get it. Hopefully. Yeah, see, that's... One. Fiddle with it until you say fuck it and leave it as it is. Pretty much. So right now I'm just going around doing the final snug up. And yeah, there's some air gappage. Ooh. And the problem without the indexing is sometimes when you do that last snug up, yeah, the extrusion does a little... That's what you're seeing me do right now. Because I don't have any indexing or anti-rotation index things like on the Masumi corner cubes. Sometimes when you do that last snug up of a screw, the extrusion just goes... So I'm banging it back flat again. Okay. So. Okay. So this is the top. So this will be top front. Because this is the squarest extrusion, is this one. Hopefully. Yes. Okay. So this is top front. So this is top front. So we got a reference. Get rid of this piece of tape on the bottom here. So make sure it sits flat. There we go. Okay, we're good. Dead blow hammers. I was looking for mine. I have a Lixie. I have my 2-inch Lixie at home now. It's just in my toolbox in the garage. Okay, frame's done. Let's put our gantry together. Frame goes on the ground to collect dog hair for the next, I don't know how long. Plastic parts. So we're gonna need the A and B motors. I think these are them. Nothing's labeled, but I think that's the bag. Oh, Max here? Oh, Max is here. I see a frame. Yeah, the old school corner cubes, I don't like. We were chasing crookedness and trying to square it up for a while there. And it was not a fun time, but we got it. Or we got it to the point where I stopped caring. So some motors. We got some. And if you're wondering about the print quality on these are the Doc Special. And these were actually, I'm pretty sure these were printed with the OG settings, like the original PIF settings back in the day. So it's kind of like not a recreation of modern PIF, but like old PIF. So we've got clean out the motor holes, mount here, mount with M3 8mm socket screws. Use the neoprene, or the provided vibration, or is it neoprene? I don't know, what are they made out of? What are they called? Neoprene washers, yeah. So back in ye olde days, we used neoprene washers to isolate the motors. That was a thing that we did back then. Do you want me to pull you in? Okay, here, 1 second. Add moderator. Okay, 1 second here. Let me see if Max wants to chat. Okay. Start video call. See if this works. See if I can pull RCF into here. Oh. Actually, 1 second. Let me just. No, not that one. Not that. 1 second. 1 second. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Join video call. Come on. See if this can work. I can't. It's not working. Why aren't you working? Well, I'm trying to call RCF to see if I can get him in here. Can you hear me? Video went walkie as soon. Okay. You know what? Let's. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. 1 second here. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Okay. So unfortunately, RCF isn't going to be able to call because Discord is going to be all buggy. Because normally, okay, so I run cam links, the USB kind, which get super angry apparently because they're USB about who gets control of the camera. So normally when I do a live stream with other people, I have to launch the Discord call before I launch OBS. But in this case, we tried to do it the other way and it didn't work. So let me try one more thing here. Let me see. Call. Let me just call. See, just yeah, no camera. No camera. So I'm calling you right now, Max. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. It ain't working. It ain't working. 1 second here. Voice and video, output device. Hello? Can you hear an RCF? I can't hear an RCF. Yeah, it ain't working. Okay. It ain't working. Okay, whatever. Sorry, we tried. That was Discord not being friendly. So, and now I can't hear the music. Where's my music? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? 'Cause I can't hear my music now. I can hear you and you can't hear the music. Okay. My computer got really fucky all of a sudden. Okay, I'm just gonna not touch anything because it's being a little buggy right now. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it because I lost the music there and I can't open my audio settings in Windows. Yeah, let me close Discord. Let me actually close Discord. Quit Discord. Okay, Discord is quitted. Testing, 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 testing. Can you hear me? Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Are we back? We're back. Okay. Yeah, let's not try that again. Yeah, let's not try that again. Yeah, let's not try that again. Okay. Audio is working, hopefully. Okay. So, yeah, we're not gonna try that again. I ain't gonna fiddle anything right now. I'm just leaving it. Color off. I don't know. Is it? Oh, I gotta restart the camera. Boop. Boop. This is why you don't do stuff live. This is why you don't do stuff live. Camera's back. There we go. You might want a new PC at some point. This is a new PC. We built it last year. Now, granted, it isn't no, you know, Threadripper powerhouse, but it's, you know, it's a Ryzen 7 3100 and a GTX 1060 with 16 gigs of RAM. All does a stream. So, okay. So yeah, we're not gonna go and play with that, unfortunately. Need the Linus treatment. Yeah, if Linus Sebastian wants to, you know, give me a Intel Extreme makeover, I'm all for that. Okay, so I gotta resume everything. Okay, so on this guy, in the old way of doing it, because DRVs were Soviet tractor strong, although we've kind of learned now it's Ukrainian tractor strong, Soviet tractor shit. we did vibration, or Max RCF Voron did vibration dampening to isolate the motors, and they used these are neoprene washers, which are found in quadcopters, I guess. So you use those to isolate the motor. So you tighten the motor, but you don't like reef it down. So you put these little washers on there, you put them in the hole, and they just kind of whoosh into there. They're kind of annoying, but that's how it was done back in the day. Those were using quadcopters 6 years ago. Well, I haven't built a quadcopter, so mush it in there. Old school vibration dampening. There we go. And then we put some on the other side as well. And we put the motor on with the wires coming towards the back. When tightening the socket screws, make sure there's still a visible air gap between the motor and the mount. Okay. Make sure it's all the same. And there we go. There's your A motor assembly done. It's a little bit simpler than the current ones. It's literally one piece. What do you mean I don't have enough? Wait, stop. What do you mean I don't have enough? No, stop, don't. No, I did top and bottom. I got top and bottom. I got two in there. I got top and bottom. Yeah, they're in there. They're in there, right? One more. You have 8 total. Yeah. Wait. You need 16. Oh, I see what you mean. Stop. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, up. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Let me undo this. I see what you. Or actually, give me a second. 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 I may still have some, damn it. In this bin. Nope, not in this bin. I got the rubber gummies from the old feet. The old style vibration dampeners. Don't think I have them. Yeah, I got the old gummy feet and the old motor mounts. But I don't think I have those ones. Shoot! I got a crap ton of air fittings, so holy shit. One more place to check. I got the they're these style ones. They're a different style one. They're the chonkier ones. Yeah, I got the bigger style ones. Shoot. That works? Okay. Well, the problem is they're bigger, so they won't squish as much. So let me take the bottom ones out, and we'll use the bigger ones for the bottom. And we'll leave the smaller ones up top. Those have been sitting there for how long? Waiting to be used? They're like, one day we shall be used again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put them in the... Well, there's one in the top and one in the bottom, right? So I'm going to use the small ones up top and the bigger ones in the bottom. Oh, I see what you mean. Put it right through. Oh! Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. I see what you mean. Yeah. So these bigger ones that I have, they're actually two. Focus, you fuck. Yeah, focus. So if you look, there's like a little ring. So there's like, these are like the proper ones. So instead of like, let's put these all over here. Take out all these ones. There we go. Okay. Do I have enough of these? I should. Okay. So yeah, so you put that in. Put your screw in. And then it should push through. It doesn't push through. It won't push through. Dang it, it's too fat. Max, it's too fat. It won't push through. Yeah, it won't push through. Yeah, we can't use that style. Okay, well, we'll just use the one on the bottom, like you said. Actually, shoot. Will I have enough screw depth? I should be okay. And I lost one already. Shoot. Remount the whole bit. I ain't gonna risk it. I am not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna do the one on the bottom. I'll just call it a day. Put the middle up. This will work just as fine. Like really, you need the vibration damping from the motor to the frame. Having one on top isn't really needed. So Or at least shouldn't. Cut it into quarters. Well, I might have to because I kind of destroyed one on the first go round. Okay, so that's one motor done. So yeah, as you can see, the motor mounts, the AB motor mounts, were a lot simpler back in this generation of printer. By a lot simpler, I mean holy shit simpler. Because it's literally one printed part. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and these washers have a different ID. Crushing one of these washers. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. Where is my knife? There we go. Okay. Okay, there you go. A and B motor mounts assembled. Done. Okay. Find the gap. Insert some hex nuts. What year is this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be fun. So that one slides in on an angle and goes under there. Okay. Okay, so we got ourselves a bearing stack. The good old Voron bearing stack. Okay, so let's do one first. So we got, what do we got? M3 20 mil, secure the wall. Oh, no. Assemble the bearing idler stack, 2 M5 30 screws. So M5 30. And I'll probably grab 4. Okay. And we need our bearings, which are over here. No washers. Yeah, no washers. Still same bearings. I think they're F6. What are these? F695s. Yep. Cameron from LDO, $9.99. Cheers. Let's see here. So that goes there. So that this one goes there. So this goes. This threads in. Okay. These thread in. Okay. That's weird. Okay. These thread in from both sides. These thread in for use. Fully tighten. Yeah, these are just okay. I'm missing an Allen key already. How did I lose an Allen key already? Weren't these pins at one point? I could have sworn these were pins originally. Instead of, yeah, I could have sworn these were pins. Yeah, V1.5 they're pins. Oh, okay. Sammy, thank you for becoming a member. You started on 1.5. Yeah, I started at 1. Well, I started on 1.55, but we know what happened there. Okay, so just kind of go until it stops. There you go. Front idler done. Tensioning? What tensioning? We don't need no stinking tensioning. Gonna get hand cramps from this. I do like these bearings. These are nice bearings. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, my nuts! I'm losing me nuts. I don't want to lose me nuts. Why do I keep losing my nuts? I don't want to lose my nuts. Stay in your hole, nuts. I need the third hand attachment for this. Start it a little bit. Okay, that's out. Here. Put my nuts back in their holes. Ah! Nuts are bouncing all over the table here. Damn it. Ever tell you I like heat sets? Heat sets are nice. Gotta get this one started. That's it. Just gotta get this one started. There we go. Okay. This is started. this lined up. Okay. There we go. Okay. My beer nut. I go for a beer. Okay, so I gotta find that nut. Well, hopefully there's an extra. Grabbing a new one. I don't know where the hell that went. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Using two M330s, secure the Y shaft retainer at the bottom, but don't fully tighten it as you need to slide. Okay. So M320s. Actually, this one I gotta back out. Because which one has a gap? This one has a gap. Okay. So the thing is, because both sides of these are threaded, if you don't have them exactly like right, what happens is you can't really get them into the right position. Like right now, this one's too open, so I gotta unscrew it out, squish them together, and then screw it back together. And then screw it back together. There we go. Okay, that's good. So got those two. Now these, and I need what? M320. Nope. Those are 16s. That's a 30. Is that a 20? That's 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it looks like this one goes there. This goes like that. Okay. And just leave it a little loose because we got to put that in there. Okay. Go. So there are our front idlers. XY joint. Okay, so let me get the printed parts for that. Oh, that's a carriage. Z. Extruder. Bed. Ah, there. Fuck. Y joint. So we're gonna need some bearings. So let's go ahead and grease up our bearings. Why is this? Oh, because I was used to these earlier. Matt Shammy, $2. Cheers. Do you pick your super stickers? If you do, I don't think I do. Okay. It's almost 5 a.m. and I just got my first cup of coffee. Oh, coffee. Okay. Easy way to grease up bearings. You get your grease and you go bloop, and you just spush a little into the bearing. Okay. Just to all your bearings. You don't need to put a lot. Don't overdo it because you're just going to waste grease, but and all these I did actually run them through an ultrasonic with some ISO earlier today, so they're all nice and clean. Okay. Rag, so you're gonna make a mess. You get one of your rods, you put your finger on one end, and you just kind of mush the grease into the bearing. And this packs the bearing. And if you did it right, you should barely have any excess. But you do want some excess, because that means you packed enough grease. Because if you don't pack enough, like in this case, you don't pack, because these ones you gotta be careful because there's 2 runs of bearings. So if you don't get any extra on these big ones, odds are you gotta put more grease in. There we go. Because you're literally packing the bearing. You're forcing all the grease into the bearing runs. Bloop. OG LMUs. Oh, I believe it. Some of these were, there was the bag of ISO I had these in were a little, it was a little, dirty when I was done with the ISO bath. Is this an OG tube, a super lube as well? Is there a date on here? You'll probably look at the lot number. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the manual. So the XY joint. Okay, so first clear out any holes. Let's get these parts out. Yep. It's just 5-year-old super lube or 6-year-old super lube. So here's your XY joints, kiddies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy peasy. I think they're all the same. So simple. I miss how simple this was. Like, 'cause I built a 1.5. I never built one of these, but so an M530. So the one I built was a little bit different from this one, but it was pretty close. And we're gonna need some M5 hex nuts. There's one. All the hardware is black except for the hammerhead, so I can't really. I'm just gonna grab from stock M5 nut. There we go. Okay. Now what are we gonna need? A washer, M5 washer. Seen it earlier. Oh, there's one. There's two. Okay. So if you look at the bearing stack, it's literally like shit simple. You stack 2 washers, bearing, 2 washers, put a nut, and then you slide it in, and that's it. But we do have to put some M3 nuts in here first. So, oh, there's the other M5 nut. Okay, so I don't need mine. We gotta put a bunch of M3s in here first, it looks like. Because there's, you can see, put some M3s in there first. All the hex nuts, so there's 4, 2, 3, 4. What's the easiest way to get these in here? Jeez. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, this is... Oh my god. Couldn't have updated this part to heat sets, could you? That would have been nice. If you're trying to figure out, I'm trying to like squish heat sets into holes down in here. At least they kind of stay. Yeah, this is why we use heat sets now. Back in my day. Like, that's one of the things, like the design is much more simpler here, but it's lacking a lot of the modern stuff we're kind of used to and we like in a modern printer design, like heat sets, gantry tramming, an enclosure, easily adjustable belt tension on the fly. Like, it's a solid design. It works great. It's just, and it's an old design. It's like an old truck. People like old trucks. They work great, you know, some of them. But, you know, cruise control is nice. Okay. Plan for it once it's done. Print with it. Okay, so bearing stack. Is this it for bearings? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Keep forgetting. I'm like, there should be more bearings. Like, no, this is it for bearings. Okay. So, we got two bearings. Washer. 2 bearings. Nut. And then it goes this way. There you go. XY bearing stack. And again, you got your screw. Nut, this just kind of free floats. It only goes in one way because one side has a square, a circle, and one has the hex. Kind of center it, kind of. And it just kind of snaps in. Hex, so it's oriented right for the anti-rotation. Just kind of tighten it. There you go. There's your bearing stack done. Attach one of the bearing retainers with 2 M316s. Pull the M3 nuts in place with your finger not to push them out. Don't tighten them fully as we'll need to insert the X shaft. Okay. So what was it? M316s? Found a whole bunch of those earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I go towards the back. So that goes like that. That so the nut don't fall out. And it says leave them loose, so we still have to put the rod in there. Take one of our bearings. Oh, wait, that ain't right. That ain't right. Other way. I did the other way. Shoot, wrong way around. Bearing goes on the side with that. Yeah, I did it backwards. It's got the needs the clearance. It doesn't clear the screw. Why is that not clearing the screw? Am I missing something here? Or am I just not pushing it in right? Yeah, I just not pushing it right. Okay. There we go. There we go. How's it compared to an ANET A8? Well, it hasn't caught fire yet, so I think it's being the ANET. Should I bring an ANET with me camping? Do you need a fire starter? There you go. There's your one XY joint assembly. Done. James Miller, $5. Cheers! So Toasty's back online working on getting the aluminum mount made up for you if you would like. James, if you want to send an aluminum V1.8 carriage mount to the PO box, go right ahead. Thank you. That'd be cool. Again, it's a V1.8, remember. So don't try printing like the newest revision. It won't work. I am Electro gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Where did I find that screwdriver? Banggood sent it to me for a review a while ago. I also got a WoW stick, which I don't really use that much because it's got no balls. Got my CNC team. You got a CNC? You got a team? Okay, there you go. Both XY joints are done. Front idlers are done. Motor mounts are done. Easy peasy. Carriage. Okay, let's put the carriage together. Okay. It's an ES126, if you're curious. So there's our carriage. Oh! Conveniences, retro design. Oh yeah, there's your carriage. That's I got 2 of these. Am I supposed to have 2 of these? Well, I got 2 of these. Oh, one. I don't know. We'll see. Is it the same? What did I choose? Okay, well, we'll see. Oh, because they are different. They are different. Okay. So we got, there we go. Top and bottom. Yep. So X Carriage, M312s, M316s, M340s, M3 Hex. For the Chimera assembly. Oh yeah, Chimera. Gotta put that together. I'll dig that out of the box and dust off the dust. Where did I put the Chimera? Oh, there we go. It belongs in a museum. Okay. So should I put the Chimera together now? I guess I kind of have to. How's the bamboo? Bamboo's fine. No? Okay, good. I don't want to. But I gotta put the block on, I think. Or no, actually I don't. No, back in the bag for all of you. Back from whence you came. We can just stick you in later. Just mount from the top, that's right. Back from the bag from whence you came. Just look at this thing. Yeah, just a big old hunk of aluminum. How's the IRCFA? Don't use it much anymore, unfortunately. Okay. Wait. I think I need the block, though. I need the block to put it all together, don't I? Because that holds these two halves together. And then that goes there. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe... Oh, no. Yeah, there's indexing. Maybe it will stick all together. Just need the block. Okay, yeah. Let me get the block and the clips then. Where did I put them? Block. Put the clips in. I can't put the little blue... Oh shoot, am I missing a clip? I'm missing one of the clips. Yeah, let me find it. Shoot. I think I got spares. I'm assuming I can't put the little blue locking thingies on. Find a spare clip. Let's be honest, we're probably not going to be printing with both of these for a while. Okay. Attach the Chimera hot end, mount to the using 3 M316s. 1, 2. Nope. Actually, those are M316s. Yep. Okay. That goes like that. That goes like that. Already lost the clip. Yeah, it might have fallen out yesterday. Oh well. I got spares. I've got like a million V6s I can cannibalize for parts if I need to. Oh wow, I gotta drill those out. Those are way too tight. Why are these tight? Why are these ones so tight? They don't need to be tight. There we go. Dang it, Doc. So So remember that thing we were talking about, RCF, with dimensions of the Chimera and how it changed over time? I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I need a flashlight. I don't have a flashlight. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. It just clears. It just clears. Yeah, on the Chimera, this was designed. This is so old. It's designed for the original Chimera. The spacing between the two feed paths actually changed, but there's enough clearance. I think it should be okay. I think. If not, yeah. Okay, some more M3 hexes. Yay! Oh, Ding Chow Niner, $5. Cheers. When sleeping, have you ever? Thank you for the 5. I'm just gonna go grab my tin of M3 nuts because this is gonna be annoying trying to find. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab my M3 nuts. Grab some. These ones, yeah. I don't know. It's the internet. I don't question people because it's the internet. Okay, so we gotta put some. Oh, wait, no, go on this side. Okay, and then there's one on the inside. Okay. So 2 there, 1 there, that goes there. LMUs. Oh, we got to put the clicky on. We'll do that later. Then assuming it's wired up. And then that, and then what's it? M340s. Some long boys. How can I not find the other M340 that's 40 flippin' millimeters long? Oh, because I already have it out. Durr. IR genius. Big brain. So if those go from the front, this goes like this, and that indexes onto there. I can get it to actually index onto there. It does on the one side. Ooh, wow. Ooh. That's a snap fit. That's nice. I like that. So clean. Oh, wait. No, I gotta take it apart. I take it apart. I goofed. We're at a nut. Nut in here to hold the tensioner. One, two. There you go. Carriage done. I love how simple this is. Is the clip, is the switch, the Z switch, the clicky switch, is it already on the loom, or do I gotta add that on separate? Oh, there it is. I'll add it later. Like it's got a wire, or actually, I'll just put it on right now. Or actually, I'll add it later. Okay. Pre-wired with the connect. Okay, I'll put it on when I get to the electronics, and I think I can leave it. Attach the belt clip on each end with what? I'm assuming M312s. M312s. Okay. There's one. There's two. Okay. So for those curious, this is the belt tensioning mechanism on a V1.0. You run your belts through here, you pull them tight, and then you screw this part down. And that's it. That's what you got. So you anchor one belt on one end, and then you tension it on the other end. And there's like a little indexing thing. So obviously right now, because the belts aren't in, we're not tensioning it tight, but super simple. KB3D 20, cheers, cheers. What if it gets loose? Then you loosen this, you pull the belt tight, and you tighten it again. Again, super simple design, but we're lacking a lot of the stuff we're kind of used to on a modern machine. That's just kind of how it is. Neat carriage. It's super, it's shit simple. But again, remember, bowed in, so there's no extruder. It's literally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 5 printed parts to mount the hot end. Okay, X-axis assemble. So what time is it? We're gonna try and get the We're gonna get the gantry in today. Put some rods on. Hopefully not knock out any bearings. Ah, dang it! I didn't orientate these at all. 1 second. Something I was forgetting through this whole build is to orientate these bearings. It's been so long. Okay, that one's orientated. And that one's orientated. There we go. Okay, there's that. And then put those other ends on. This. Kick the frame. These are exactly the same, so it doesn't really matter. But let me see if I got anything that I can grip these with so I can rotate them. Or do I gotta go into the garage? You're in my garage. Nope, that ain't happening. Okay, that one ain't too bad. What about this one? That's horrible. Shoot! 1 second. I'm gonna go to my garage and get something that I can rotate these with. I'll be back in 1 second. While I'm gone, baby's in charge. Okay, I'm back. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you can tell it's been a while since I've worked with, well, actually it hasn't been a while. I've built the Prusa, but I don't normally work with bearings. So I always forget that you have to orientate them properly for them to work the right way. And if you don't, you're going to have a bad time. There we go. Any plans for the next stream? Keep building this, probably. I don't think we're gonna. I think we're just gonna carry whatever we don't finish into. This is the wrong way around. This and this are exactly the same. We can do what we can have this however we want. See? It's a little crunchy in the middle here, but I'm just chalking that up to sus bearings because these bearings are. What I could do is I could put my I got some Delrin bearings. You know what? We're gonna swap out this middle carriage at one point with Delrins because I have some, and see if that does anything. Okay, we're building Z towers now, I guess. Okay, so much for putting the gantry in. Let's skip this. We'll come back to that. One side is backwards. What do you mean? What are you talking about? These are perfectly aligned. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. They're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. I have no idea what you... I know. I wanted to see if anyone would catch that. I legit wanted to see if anyone would catch that. And then I wanted to play with you guys for a while because it was fun. So that's the thing. You don't know if I'm messing with you now or not. Was I messing with you the whole time? Did I know? Or am I just... I caught it relatively quick. And I just wanted to see if you guys would catch it. Or did I not know until I saw you guys messaging me about it? You'll never know. I had no fucking clue. Okay. So, it wants me to put the Z in now. Or no, put the gantry. You know what? We'll put the Z together after. We'll put the gantry in. So we'll do the gantry. So at least we get the gantry done today. And then we'll move on to the Z and the rest Saturday. See, this is the advantage. See, Steve gets to cheat because Steve gets to see all the problems I had and knows how to deal with them all now. Once you tighten the belt. Yeah, oh, I know. Okay, gantry installation. So this method, we're using the extrusion mount. So we need M510 and T-nuts. Yeah. All the M510s. See you, Max. M510s, and those go there, and that goes there, and that is that. Cool. Let's mount some motors. By the way, I reserve full rights to swap out these hammerheads to slide in T-nuts at any point during this build if they get annoying. Like, the right one? No. How am I losing all my Allen keys already? There. Seriously, how am I losing all my Allen keys? They keep getting stuck to the bottom of this tray. That's what it is. Okay. What am I looking at here? Oh, I'm putting it in backwards, that's all. That goes there, that goes there. Like it don't line up. What's going on? There we go. Let's see here. So insert the M5 as this method will use all extrusion. Install the assembly into the back right corner of the frame. Don't fully tighten it yet as we need this piece to move a little. You'll feel the nut twist and grab when it's good. Okay. So they're a little loose because you can't have them too tight because you actually need to be able to move them because that's actually how you line up the frame for the gantry. I have these. Oh, dang it. I put the motors on the wrong way. I gotta spin the motors 180. Shit. I'm a big brain. Big brain. Biggest brain. I gotta completely rebuild my AB motor mounts, guys. So used to looking how they currently look. Gotta completely rebuild my AB motor mounts. There's so much work. Oh, pulleys fit fine. They literally just clear. Like it's like one of those like just barely clear type things. There you go. Okay. One rebuilt. Cut this other one off here. Like, why are my wires coming out the wrong side? Oh wait. I know they're so complicated. It's literally like one solid piece of plastic. What actually gave it away was the end stop. I'm like, why is the end stop on the wrong side? And I'm like, oh wait, shit. I could have left them, but then also the wires came out of the wrong side of the motors. So you want the wires coming out the back, not the front of the motors. Because I have no idea how much extra wire I even have in this build. So I was like, okay, I'll just double do it again. Yeah, because if you're looking here from above, let's see. This is how you line up everything. It's so when it comes to, you put your rod in the front here, and then you can move the motor in and out and left and right to adjust its final position. The rod for when it comes to de-racking your gantry. Into the side extruder, you have to access the fronts. Belts right now. I don't want to put belts in yet. We'll just fiddle with the belts later. Okay, wedge to the sides. Okay, so let me grab these guys. I can always take them out later. I just want to get the gantry in so that we actually have something to look at, basically. That goes there, those slide underneath. We got to drop in the T-nuts and M5 screws on both sides. Okay. Remember running belts through the 1.5. So if I can run belts through 1.5, I should be able to run belts through here. God dang it. My Allen keys are magnetized. Must be my personality. Do I see slippers? No, these are like some like really cheap slip-on shoes that I bought from Walmart. Because I actually did wear slippers down here for a while. Because the thing is, I'm on, like, my basement's concrete, right? And there's previous owner just put like this really, whatever the cheapest type of like fake wood flooring, like that, the vinyl fake, you know, clap together wood or whatever, the really cheap shitty shit. They put that down, so there's like no padding on this floor. So I'm standing on concrete basically. And when you're standing on concrete, barely moving around for 3 hours straight, 3.5 hours once you figure setup time for the stream and then post-stream stuff, you kind of want some arch support. So I did wear slippers for a bit, but I found them lacking. Like, they weren't comfy, so I actually just started, I went all Mr. Rogers and bought a pair of shoes for the house. Because only a heathen actually wears their regular shoes in the house, so I got house shoes. And apparently that is a thing in some places in the States where you just wear your normal, you wear your shoes in the house. Which blows my mind that that's actually a thing, apparently. Well, the problem with the mats, they don't last long in this room. Like, I had some mats, like, not the great ones, just like really cheap ones. The problem is, like, all kinds of stuff gets stuck in them because, like, little bits of filament, and they're just messy. Like, they just collect everything. They're a pain to clean. I just got rid of them. Okay, that is that. Insert both 8mm shafts halfway into the retainers. Slide the gantry on, and then slide that into the motor mounts. Make sure the shafts are not touching the motor, and then tie down that. Okay, so this around. Two shafts, so this one. It's nice and loosey-goosey, it just doesn't want to go in. Oh, there we go. Is it in? I think it's in. I can't see, that's the thing. I can't see that it's... Pretty sure it's in. I felt it go in. It's in. I gotta assume it's in. Okay. That's in too. Okay, they're in. That's in. Tighten these front ones up so they don't come out. And these are just compressions. So. Okay. There you go. That is a V1.0 Gantry. That is completely racked to shit. Actually, it doesn't feel as bad as I thought it would. But everything's all loose, so it's got room to move around. It's actually not racked at all. Ever so slight. It's actually not bad. That is... It's not at the back. This is surprisingly not bad. Let's tighten everything down and see where it sits. Like I'm legit surprised. It's cool. I'm actually kind of impressed how not fucky that is. Of course. Lost the Allen key that I need right this second. Nope, nope. Where'd you go, Allen key? Where'd the M3 Allen key go? Of course I lost the M3. Oh, Max is back. Bottom, front, others. Yeah, I haven't tightened those. I figured just tighten the top for now. Let me lock these guys in. I'll take it. I will take it. Those M316s are going to do magic to the extra. What M316s? Cool. While I do this, don't forget, if you haven't had your chance to enter for some Polymaker filament, link in the description. Go enter, win some filament. Do this now. I can't remember if I said to do it at the beginning of the stream, but I'm saying it now. Do it now. Yeah, there's ever so slightly racking on this corner, but at the back, it's bang on. So. Oh man, I hate sliding around this. Oh, you know what? Let's put the feetsies on. Put the feetsies on. Can I flip this safely? Close enough. Alright, so tighten these up. Where did I put the feetsies? I saw them earlier. I had them out earlier. Ah, here we, nope, those aren't, oh yeah, here we go, feet. Feet picks, you want feet picks? There you go. So we did it back in the day. Are they 3D printed? No, they're just off the shelf little shitty rubber feet. Stick on. If it works, it works. There's some grease on there. Oil. There we go. I gotta hope it makes sure it don't rock. There we go. Okay. I think that's a good point to call it, I think. It's 11 o'clock. We'll do the draw. And, yeah. So we got the frame built, the gantry built and installed. Tuesday we'll carry on Tuesday. We'll get the Z installed. We got to go back up the list to do that. So we'll do the Z. Put the tool head together, start wiring it up, and whenever we get done, we get done. God, that's so simple. There's like just oh, I forgot. Yeah, it'll get jammed in there. There you go. Cool. I think it's gonna be 2 more streams. You can do it in 1 hour. You're gonna have. Yeah, it's been a long day. I've been up since like 6:30, I think. So I think we're gonna call it here. Plus, I'm hungry, so I gotta go to bed before I fuck up my diet by just eating a bunch of shit because I'm hungry. So yeah, we're gonna end it there. Let me wheel and name. So we're gonna carry on Tuesday. So Tuesday, 2 p.m. We'll carry on where we left off, basically. And however far we get, we get. That's the thing. Building this, this doesn't take a lot of time to build. It's just the prep work and making sure everything's squared and true. And like that, we ate an hour. We spent an hour on the frame. Lots of little delays. Plus, you know, audio issues and having to reboot my computer midstream sucks. But yeah, like Chimera. Jeez. That's gonna be fun to play with. Uh, 100 millimeters a second. Yeah, I remember that. Let me pull up the video for one design. So here you go. Here you go. This is an original Voron speed test. Like here's your OG Voron speed test. Back in the old days.
Alright, so we are printing at 100 millimeters per second with 175 millimeter travel. I need to remove the bearings and repack them with grease because the balls are bouncing around in them because I didn't do it right the first time. But yeah, it's doable. And the noise is not bad. So, silicone washer is actually working correctly.
There you go. Old school. I'm gonna do some memory lane stuff while this is computer's being a butt. I don't know what is it. Every time I'm streaming, every time I try to launch YouTube while I'm streaming, it just does not want to. Voron Proto 0. Oh god. The old Wades. That had heat sets inserts in it. Where'd the heat sets go, Max? That had heat sets. Look at the heat sets. Now we're like ripping around at like crazy stupid speeds because YOLO. Okay, so drop that back down there, right about there, get the music going again. Okay, so every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. If you haven't had a chance to enter, you had a couple extra minutes there while we did some memory lane stuff, but if you didn't enter, you can enter Tuesday because we'll do it again. Well, the Wade's was high tech when that was made. And if you win, you'll get an email from me after the stream ends. Virtual memory. I shouldn't have to. I got 16 gigs of RAM, and I'm nowhere near using up all my RAM on this computer. I'm using 6.3 gigs out of 16 right now. So I'm nowhere near that. But yeah, so while that loads up for the Wheel of Names thing, if you're curious about like Legacy, actually, is it a different size? Oh, it's a different size. Oh, because the... Yeah, that's why, because the corner cubes. It's almost the same. Same XY dimension. That frame's a little bit bigger. But, yeah. 235, 235, 240, I believe. Okay. So this machine is 6 years old, but that's too low of a number. So somebody give me a number between like 1 and 10. Let's just do 1 and 10. Why not? Just 1 and 10. MST jumped the gun. Sanity 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's like an 8-second delay. So if you give me a number before 8 seconds, I know you jumped the gun. Cool. Round and round she goes. Where it'll stop, some random computer algorithm knows and will let us know. And remember, the winner, you'll get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the form, get some free filament from Polymaker. Double tap with some really edgy spelling. Needs more X's in the front and the back of it though, before and after the name. Pull up your information here. Ooh, you ended right near the end. No, I can't save that to paint. There we go. Kind of curious, CNC Maker, why you're entering using my name for the email address, unless it's one of those things just so you can keep track of spam. But anyways, congratulations, double tap. You will get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the form, get some filament. Where did I put the bed for this? Yeah. Oh, it's gonna look so good. All black, no highlight, no accent parts. Oh, this is gonna be fun. You guys have fun? Do you guys like that build? Do you guys like this stream? It's old. So now I just need to get my hands on an OG Ultimaker to build on stream. That's something I still want to do, and I still kind of have like I'm not going to say a bounty, because somebody will do it and think it's like LTT where I'll throw a few thousand at you to have it. But if somebody comes across, and I'll reiterate it again, an original Ultimaker kit, an unbuilt original Ultimaker kit, like the original Ultimaker or Ultimaker Original Plus, but the wooden Ultimaker wooden kit, unbuilt. If you find one and it's not like $1,000, because it's not worth $1,000, like the machine is ancient, let me know. DM me on Discord or something. Join the Discord, link in the description. But yeah. So there we go. We got the gantry installed, frame assembled. Tuesday we'll carry on. We'll get the bed installed and get the Z motion going. If we start wiring, we start wiring. We're gonna just, I'm trying to just get through this as quick as we can so we can get it printing, so we can have some fun with it. Because it belongs in a museum. I've messaged Ultimaker and I actually talked to a guy from, I can't remember where, and it hasn't gone anywhere, so. Okay. We're going to call it there. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we give away every stream. Thank you for that. For those that donated to the stream, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, you're awesome. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make this all possible. For everyone else, hope you enjoyed the stream. If you do want to help support the channel, there's links in the description. Consider becoming a channel member. Remember, next week is the members only live stream. So next Wednesday or Thursday, members and Patreon supporter only. We do a little hangout, get together, stream for like an hour, hour and a half, however long it be. And yeah, this was fun. This is fun. I think Tuesday we'll get a good chunk of this done. So, do I still have those backwards? Oh, they're just mirrored. Okay, so yeah, I will see you Tuesday. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cheers. Goodbye.